children, welcome to the online EduClass session for class 6, chapter number 3, Fibre to Fabric. Welcome to the second part of our story of fibers. Now, dear, tell me something about the jute mat I am sitting upon. How we get these fibers and where do I find them? The journey of obtaining jute fibers from jute plant stem starts in the marshy fields of jute plant. Yes, jute is an annual herb of size 10 to 12 feet. That means about 3 to 3.5 meters. Yes, that is the length or the tallness of the jute plant, maximum tallness. Okay, the plant requires warm humid climates along with sufficient, means you can say plenty of water. It is an edible leafy vegetable as well. We harvest them during the flowering stage when it contains beautiful small yellow flowers. Yes, the jute plant's fibers lie beneath its bark and surround the woody central part of the stem. The fiber strands nearest the bark generally run the full length and usually harvested when the flowers have been shed, but before the plant's seed pods are fully mature. If jute is cut before then, the fiber is weak. If left until the seed is ripe, the fiber is strong, but it is very coarse and lacks the characteristic luster which is found in the healthy fibers. Okay, and after when they are cut down, the fibers are held together by the gummy materials we can find that, and these must be softened, dissolved and washed away to allow extraction of the fibers from the stem. After harvesting, the bundles of stem are placed in the water of pools or streams and are weighed down with stone or earth. They are kept submerged for 10 to 30 days, during which time bacterial action breaks down those gummy material between the tissues surrounding the fibers. And this process is known as retting. This process of loosening of gummy material and removal to find the free fibers is known as retting. After retting is complete, the fibers are separated from the stalk. They are separated from the stalk by beating the root ends with a paddle to loosen them. The stems are then broken off near the root and the fiber strands are jerked off the stem. The fibers are then washed, dried, sorted, graded and baled. In the preparation for shipment to jute mills, the fibers are softened by addition of oil, water or emulsifiers, after which they are converted into yarn, blended them for uniformity of color, strength and quality, and twisted then into strong yarns. Once their yarns are spun, it can be woven, knitted, twisted or sewn into the finished products whatever we want and whatever we require. Very well. Now please tell me how these fibers turn into thread and wearables as you told us. Tell me how these yarns are made and what instruments are used for it. Guruji, the process of making yarn from fibers is known as spinning. In this spinning, the number of fibers from a lump are drawn into a thread and gently twisted in a way that the fibers come together and form a yarn. Devices which are used for, as you asked about the instruments, these are takli, charkha and modern day machines. Okay, and the takli is a type of hand spindle device for making yarn from fibers of cotton. This takli is called spindle in if we are talking about the verbal meaning. The long, round, slender rod or pin by which the thread is twisted and on which when twisted it is wound also. The pin on which the bobbin is held in a spinning machine or in the shuttle of a loom. Commonly they have a brass hole and metal shaft. The shaft is usually 8 to 9 inch long and the hole is about an inch in diameter. The bottom of the shaft has a sharp point to reduce friction while spinning on a support surface. Now, charkha is the wheel which was mostly popularized by Mahatma Gandhi with an intent to promote in-house hand-woven Indian cloth market. And after spinning, the yarns are made into fabrics. Charkha is an hand-woven device. You can observe over here, this is the wheel of the charkha and these are the threads which are formed by stretching it over this wheel. Actually, Gandhiji had a vision of made in India. After Gandhiji, to remember and follow his thought, the Khadi and Village Industries Commission Act was launched in 1956 according to his vision, and it was made, which is an act to provide help for the establishment of a commission for a development of Khadi and village industries and for matters conducted therewith. And Gandhiji always encouraged for preparing khadi at home, thread at home and cloth at home, and they shun imported clothes and made in mills of Britain. Khadi and Village Industries Commission 1956 had the same vision which the Gandhiji advocated for. This is very good. So, even Gandhiji was also wearing cotton and homemade clothes. Nice. That means we are following Gandhiji. Good. So, now finally, let's discuss one more thing. What is the meaning of weaving and what is meant about knitting of clothes? Sure, weaving is a method of textile production in which two distinct sets of yarns or threads are interlaced at an angle to form a fabric or a cloth. This weaving is done on looms which may be hand operated or machine operated. Two sets of yarns are visible over here. One set is this vertical one and one is set horizontal through this spindle like device, and they are continuously made through a network so that a fabric is made. Knitting is a method by which yarn is manipulated to create a textile or a fabric. It may be done by hand or by machine. Knitting creates stitches, loops of yarn in a row, either flat or in the round form. Knitting is a craft technique that appeals all types of age groups and skills, so happens to be a good hobby as well. So, this is the whole story behind the fibers, how they are grown in the farms and then processed to be made wearables for us. We should understand, children, that there are so many people behind preparation of a cloth and they are putting into it so much of efforts for making a single thread as well. So children, we will meet again soon with a new chapter and a new story. Till then, stay healthy, stay safe, and most importantly, respect each one around you. Bye bye.